2,
3,
4, 5,
6.
All right, guys, this speech is about the St. Louis Zoo. My name is Mason Cook, and the specific purpose of the speech is to inform my audience about the 3 different zones in the St. Louis Zoo. My thesis statement is River's Edge, Historic Hill, and Red Rocks are all different zones that all can be seen at the St. Louis Zoo. So, have you guys ever been to a zoo? I'm going to inform you guys about the St. Louis Zoo. It's very important to learn about the zoo so you know the animals, where they are, so you can see the most animals you can and make the most of the time while you're there, because normally it's very busy. And I'm credible to talk about this because I've been there probably 10 to 15 times. We went almost every year when I was younger, so I've seen almost all the exhibits. I've been there quite a bit, and I've done plenty of research on it. And first of all, I'm going to be telling you guys about the different exhibits and all the animals and the attractions that are in them. So the first exhibit is River's Edge, the second one is Historic Hill, and the third one is Red Rocks. So now I'm going to go into telling you guys about the River's Edge part of the St. Louis Zoo. You could click it. Just the arrow. Okay. Next one. All right, so on this one, this is a map. That little orange part is the River's Edge zone. I accessed that on the St. Louis Zoo website, and this is a picture of an animal that you can see at River's Edge, also accessed on the St. Louis website. So first, I would like to tell everyone about the River's Edge zone at the St. Louis Zoo. There's 5 different habitats in this zoo. These habitats include the African Nile, the African Savanna, the Asian, the North American, and the South American habitats. The African Nile habitat includes animals such as the hippopotamus, the spotted hyenas, the cheetahs, the dwarf mongoose, and that's it. The African Savanna includes animals such as the black rhinoceros, African painted dogs, and red river hogs. The Asian habitat includes Asian elephants and Malayan sun bears. Also has Asian turtles in small pools, as well as a statue of a lizard and a rattlesnake in the area. It's a very cool place to see. So they also have an aquarium at the North American part, which includes gar, bluegill, whiskered catfish, bigmouth buffalo fish, and also in there's hidden details such as a rattlesnake on a mud mound and a stimulated beaver dam. That's another very cool thing to see. So the South American part includes the Andean bear, the capybara, and the giant anteater. Has small animal footprints in this section. Those animal footprints I used to put my feet in as a little kid. It was very cool to see those and to mess around in that. And I accessed this information from the St. Louis Zoo website under the River's Edge portion on March 25th, 2024. All right, so now that I told you guys about the River's Edge portion of the zoo, I will move on to the Historic Hill Zone. So secondly, I'm going to tell you guys about the Historic Hill Zone, if you would click. So this little portion highlighted in green is the Historic Hill version. I accessed that on the St. Louis website, St. Louis Zoo website. And then here's a picture of the primate house. That's one of my favorite places in the entire zoo. So there's 5 different habitats in this zone as well. First off, there's the bird house that has 44 different birds. It was built in 1930 and had the garden built in 1996. Herpetarian, the AKA Reptile House, home to more than 700 animals and first held reptiles and amphibians in 1957. Primate Canopy Trails opened in 2021. Primates are only out in warm weather, has 12 species, and has many unique features. The Primate House, which is attached to the Canopy Trails, has the same species as the Canopy Trails. It's just indoors, so in the winter they go indoors and you can go see that. The Cypress Swamp has renovated 3 times and shows 16 types of birds that live in swamps around the Mississippi River area. So it's a native spot. And I accessed all this information from the St. Louis Zoo website under the Historic Hill portion on March 25th. So in this zone, we learned about Historic Hill and all the animals and the attractions that are inside of it. Aiden, if you would click. Now that I explained Historic Hill, lastly, I'm going to move on to the Red Rock zone. It's that little one in the bottom right, has all the animals, and this is Big Cat Country. It's a picture with all the netting and the exhibits. So, finally, I'm going to talk about the Red Rock zone inside the zoo. It has 2 different habitats. This one includes Big Cat Country with 6 types of cats and antelope habitats with 21 different animals that are included in this. This habitat also includes the Zoo Line Railroad, which is the most popular attraction there. It always has about 30 minutes to an hour wait, and it is probably the coolest thing. It takes you around, you get to see almost all the animals. It is really cool to see. And I accessed all that information on the St. Louis Zoo website under the Red Rocks portion on March 25th. So in this zone, we learned about the animals and the attractions that are located in Red Rocks. So in this speech, I explained 3 different zones in the St. Louis Zoo. We visited River's Edge, Historic Hill, and Red Rocks. I hope you guys learned about the animals and attractions that are located in the St. Louis Zoo. I hope that you guys will all decide to attend the St. Louis Zoo in the near future.